Afrobeat news. So it's pretty impressive to see how big Rema's Calm Down have gotten, how big this song have become. And what is most impressive or what is most interesting about this is that this wasn't a by chance hit. Rema didn't just by chance create this monster global hit. This was a strategic hit that Rema and his team knew very well to capitalize on. Now, in case some of you guys don't know, right, Rema's Calm Down dropped like, let's say 3 months ago, and it dropped prior to the album dropping. So this was one of the lead singles for the album, which means that Rema's team knew very well that this song was good enough to be a standalone hit. This song was good enough to be the promotional single for the album, and it was going to catapult the album to greater heights. And guys, Rema's team, they were right, because after the song dropped, followed by the album, this song picked up. And just to show you how good this song performed, within 3 months of this song release, it was able to garner over 100 million views on YouTube. And honestly, getting 100 million views for an Afrobeat artist at this stage is not easy. Burna Boy, some of his biggest songs, it took him over a year plus to get 100 million views. Same thing with Wizkid. Davido, it took him over 2 years to get 100 million views. P-Square, Yemi Alade, it took them 5 years plus to get 100 million views. And I can count the number of Afrobeat artists that have 100 million plus views on songs. But Rema, it took him just 3 months to get 100 million views. And if this at this point doesn't really impress you, then I don't know what else can. One thing that Rema's team did right is that they didn't stop there. They didn't stop with just getting one of the most popular song on YouTube. They made sure that they capitalized on the popularity. Calm Down on its own became an international sensation. It was mostly massive in Europe. It wasn't as big in the US. It was massive in Europe. It was the most Shazam song, I think, at some point in France. It was getting plaques in Europe. But where it wasn't doing as much numbers was in the US. And guess what? Rema's team and Rema himself was strategic enough to make sure that they try as much as possible to push this song in the US. And that was one of the reasons, I guess, why Rema commenced his US tour. Now, with his US tour, what Rema did next was even more impressive, because he made sure to have some top US based stars in his show. You had Black coming through. You have arguably one of the biggest pop stars in the world in the person of Selena Gomez coming through to one of his shows in LA. And that was one of the catalysts to Rema getting a remix to Calm Down. Now, I want you guys to really understand that this remix is not just any other random remix out there. This remix by far is the remix of the year, one of the biggest international or crossover remixes that we've had in a while. Rema and Selena Gomez Calm Down remix. Selena, aside from being one of the biggest pop stars in the US, is also one of the biggest pop stars in the world, and she's also very huge in the Latin community. And that is why Rema having her on the song was a smart move, music-wise and business-wise. This is not just going to expose Rema to the US fan base that's looking out for. It is also going to expose Rema to a lot of these Spanish-speaking countries that are not too familiar with the song. For example, right now, if you go on YouTube and look up the top comments from his latest video with Selena Gomez, the remix, right, you would realize that some of the top comments are from pretty much Spanish-speaking people, which is absolutely amazing to see for an Afrobeat artist to have that crossover fan base. It's pretty interesting to see that. So when it comes to this music business, Rema is running it very, very well. Right now, Calm Down have taken over to become one of the most viewed songs within 24 hours of its release for a Nigerian or Afrobeat artist. I think when the song first dropped also, it was able to debut on YouTube Music. That's the US YouTube Music, which is outstanding feat for a Nigerian artist. You don't always see Nigerian artists topping YouTube Music for America, right? Not Nigeria, America YouTube Music. But that song was able to, top it, be number 5 at some point. And Also, something else that this song have done is the streams it is pulling, not just on YouTube but on other platforms. So yeah, Rema has done massive with this song, Calm Down. This song is one of his biggest hits, and at this point I think the probability of this song debuting on the Billboard Hot 100 is very, very likely with Selena up on it. But guys, here, tell me what you think about this particular one. Are you feeling Calm Down, especially the remix version? And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as turn on post notification and stay tuned for more Afrobeats related entertainment and gist coming at you. I'm out for now, guys. Peace.